Flutists, have you ever been told to drop your jaw? I know I have. And while our teachers are very well-meaning when they tell us this, and sometimes it can even be helpful, it can also be very confusing sometimes. How does the jaw open? Where am I supposed to drop from? These are all questions that we are going to answer today as we map the jaw and explore its role in flute fundamental tone production. So first, what we're going to do is map the jawbone. Now, a common misconception is that the jaw has two parts, an upper and a lower jaw. And what actually we have is a skull that includes all your front teeth, all this upper jaw, and you have a jawbone that connects. This is your lower jawbone. It's called the mandible. So this lower jawbone connects and opens and closes from your temporomandibular joint. So we're going to find this joint together. So first what we're going to do is take our pointer fingers. We're going to find our ear flaps right here. If you're familiar with ear piercings, you might know this to be a tragus piercing. All right, so we're here on our ear flaps. We're going to slide our fingertips forward ever so slightly. We're going to open and close our jaw. All right, now when you feel that movement underneath your fingertips, that's your temporomandibular joint. If you're not feeling that movement directly underneath, find where that movement's happening. It should be around this area. Good. All right, now take your fingertips, move up over that joint just slightly, just above where the movement happens. Open and close your jaw again. Good, and now go underneath the joint, open and close. Very good. So now we've explored where that temporomandibular joint is. That joint is the only place where your jawbone moves from. So the mandible is moving from this joint alone. We are going to add our thumbs to our chin, and we're going to notice how our jawbone as a whole moves when we open and close. So let's open, and let's do it again. Good. Now you might be noticing that your jawbone moves like a pendulum. It swings down instead of opening straight up and down, right? It swings like a pendulum because of that temporomandibular joint. That's very important for us to know. Now we're going to map another bone that is going to come back in just a moment. This bone is the hyoid bone. This bone is a small U-shaped bone. It is at the top of your throat. So let's take a small U-shape in our fingers. We're going to go up to the top of our throat. It is behind the mandible. So reach back behind the mandible, at the top of your throat, on top of your trachea, all this stuff up in here. You're going to reach up, see if you can feel that bone. All right, now once you find it, know that a lot of muscles connect to that bone, including your tongue. We're going to focus on one very specific set of muscles today, and that is your digastric muscles. These are the muscles that open your jaw. Now, a common error that people make, and it's not their fault, it's just sometimes we, get some incorrect information, and that's fine. Some people think that the jaw opens and closes with the masseter and the temporalis muscles. So let's find those muscles really quick. We're going to take our hands, we're going to put them on the side of our jaw towards the back, and we're going to clench our teeth shut. Good. Do it again and notice where that movement happens. All right, now those bulging muscles you might feel when you clench your teeth are your masseter muscles. Those muscles help to close your jaw. As you just saw, as you clenched your teeth, closed your jaw, those muscles contracted. Now let's take our fingertips, put them on our temples, do the same thing, clench your teeth. Very good. See those muscles contracting as well. They also help to close your jaw. They do not help to open your jaw. Your digastric muscles do. So let's find the digastric muscles. First, we're going to know that they connect to our mastoid process on our skull. It's behind your earlobes. It's kind of pointy. All right, that's the mastoid process. Now, we can't feel the digastric muscles back there because they're too deep in the neck, but we're going to know that they connect back here. They go underneath, connect to the hyoid bone, and then come forward and connect to the jawbone, the mandible. So let's notice how those muscles move and how they contract by taking our thumbs. We are going to place them in the hollow behind our jawbone, behind our chin. All right, and as we open our jaw, let's feel those digastric muscles contract. Here we go. Good, let's do it again. Good. So these muscles, these digastric muscles, are the muscles that are opening your jaw for you when you're trying to drop your jaw to play the flute. So we must know that those are the muscles that are working, and our jaw is opening and closing from the temporomandibular joint back here. And if we can think about that joint and those muscles working for us, then we'll be able to open our jaw to produce beautiful flute tone with ease and freedom in our movement.